Hi, I'm Leeann.
I'm Michelle.
You can tell that we're telling the truth by this logo.
Yes, it makes me very official. We're legit.
Welcome to our Enneagram and Motherhood video compilation.
Yes, the Enneagram has really changed the way we approach motherhood and how we are with our children. And we've done several videos about Enneagram and motherhood. So we decided to put them all together for you.
That's right. So grab yourself a cup of kombucha or
a glass of wine or some tea.
Whatever floats your boat, and cozy up and enjoy this hilarious vignette of motherhood Enneagram videos.
I keep to a very strict schedule, of course. Baby eats every 2.5 hours on the dot. We start our day at 6:30 a.m., 9 a.m., 11:30, 2 p.m., 4:30 p.m., and then our final feed is at 7 p.m., and then I don't see baby again until the next morning because we follow the schedule, so baby knows the rules, the guidelines there. I don't understand people who can't get their baby on a schedule. Have you heard of this book? The Gospel for Scheduling Your Baby. Baby-wise, my lactation consultant told me I have a textbook perfect latch. Gold star. All right, we got to switch to the other side. Nope, you got to get off. You've had 12 minutes on that side. It's time to switch. Nope, don't cry. I'm finishing on the right side, so I like to put a little label on my breast just to remind myself that that's where we left off last time.
Oh, okay, that's Mommy's nap. Okay. Oh, I do love nursing, I really do. It's just yet another way that the people I love can continue to suck me dry. Lactation puns. I want the same thing that every mom wants. I just want my kids to be happy and healthy. And I want to be the sole reason for both. I also love nursing because of 2 words. Frozen breast milk. Breast milk's a compound word, so 3. It doesn't matter. If I've brought you a meal in the last calendar year, in addition to love and care, you know what's in it? Breast milk. I mean, what better way to force my antibodies upon the people I care about? Oh, you can sneak it into anything. Smoothies, lasagnas, enchiladas. Who's gonna need mommy forever? You're gonna need mommy forever.
When the lighting is like this, breastfeeding is just such a beautiful photo op. I like people to know that I'm breastfeeding because breastfeeding is not easy. No, breastfeeding is hard. And I want people to know that it's hard for me because if they know it's hard for me, they'll cheer louder. It's helping my algorithm, so I can't complain. My first baby, we only breastfed for 6 weeks, which was heartbreaking, to be honest. But this little one and I, we're going to make it to our goal. We're going to make it to a year. Aren't we, Serafina? Yes, we are. We're going to make it to our goal. Serafina means enthusiastic, passionate, and fiery. Just like her mama. Except my name is Claudia, which actually legitimately means lame. Look it up. Claudia means lame. This is going so well that I'm actually considering becoming a lactation consultant. It would be my 7th side hustle, but I think I can handle it.
I love breastfeeding. I really, really do. But I feel it's very important to set the tone before we begin. First, I put frankincense in the diffuser, of course. And then I turn on my birthing playlist, which has exclusively been filled with songs that will make me cry. Oh gosh, what's on there? Gracie by Ben Folds, of course. Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? He's getting so big. I feel like Artemis, the Greek goddess with all the extra bosoms. I just wish that the whole world could bring their babies to me to feed at once. I think I'm just realizing that I want another baby or 5.
Yes, I do breastfeed. My research has told me that the World Health Organization advises breastfeeding until the age of 2, wherever possible. Stimulated by the hormone prolactin in the pituitary gland, of course. Breast milk contains calcium, potassium, minerals, healthy fats, antibodies. What is it? What do you need? Use your words. Antibodies, healthy fats, minerals, among other things that growing babies and toddlers need. I had mine tested in a lab, just as a little, gift to myself. My carbohydrate content is goals, according to the Gen Z lab technician.
Oh, taking care of my baby. They're always right here. Always just glued to me. Can keep an eye on the baby all the time, all day long, every day, 24/7. Yes, some people call it overprotective. I call it quite connective. When I was pregnant, I read all the reviews of all the ways to feed a baby. I quizzed all my friends, and also it's what my doctor recommends. I was breastfed. My mother was breastfed. Her mother was breastfed. Her mother was probably breastfed. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I am not comfortable nursing anywhere but in my home. Just can't get my head around exposing my bosom in like a dirty restaurant or a park. No. The thing that I fear about breastfeeding is abandonment. My children growing up and not needing me anymore. So therefore, I do breastfeed for a long time.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, no, I mean, breastfeeding is great. It's awesome. It's like this rush of endorphins for your baby, which is right on. Like a roller coaster ride of maternal instinct. So love that. But it does require me to sit down and be still. And he doesn't say much when he's nursing, so it's like nails on a chalkboard, quiet. I took the liberty of making myself a little breastfeeding activity basket. Coffee, decaf, cherry flavor bubble water, grape flavor bubble water, lemon flavor bubble water, laptop so I can Zoom with my friends. What's up, Lactation Nation? Arts and crafts kit. Really into watercolor right now. A stack of 10 novels, a snack. Settlers of Catan, undefeated against myself.
I actually hate nursing at home. There's no one around to judge me. This breast is not for you, sir. This breast is for my baby. And if you don't like it, you can just walk away. Confession time. When I actually am nursing in public, I choose the most public in the public area, the most visible, and I nurse without a cover, just to see who I can rile up. I have the right to be here. I have the right to breastfeed in public. I have the right to feed my baby wherever my baby wants to eat. Thank you very much. Go get a manager. I will gladly speak to the manager. I often like to do the football hold when I'm nursing my baby. And I once had a little old lady wobble on up to me and try and explain to me why the football hold was not safe because my baby's legs were dangling. Somebody tried to give me advice about breastfeeding. See, this breast milk was frozen and then my freezer broke. So I have like 40 bags of breast milk out there that are already unfrozen. So my baby's not going to eat them in time and they're going to go to waste. It's good for you. Since I know this is making you uncomfortable, I'm going to keep doing it.
A breastfeeding cover is great because it's like a scarf and a blankie. Yeah, I did end up breastfeeding. I did. When I was pregnant and I was interviewing pediatricians, the doctor kept asking me, are you going to breastfeed or formula feed? Are you going to breastfeed or formula feed? And at our third consultation, she asked me again, and I was like, you know what? I think I have to find a new doctor. It turns out that I do really like breastfeeding, though. I really do. I think I'll go as long as we can. If they're nursing, they can't be screaming at you. So there's nothing like when they're little and they're just cuddled up to you and you smell their head and then they fall asleep and you reach over and
turn on Netflix.
We are ready for summer in our house. We are going to play hard, but we're also going to work hard. We do have a domestic engineering activity that everyone in the house must accomplish. Mopping, washing the windows, picking up the Legos, making sure everything is perfect.
Why don't y'all just bring the kids on over to my house? I'll feed them breakfast and lunch, plan a craft, maybe a picnic. Later I'll stop by with a casserole so you don't have to cook dinner. I'll clean your house while I'm there. It'll be neat.
This year, my kids chose to make hammocks. And at the end of the summer, we will go to the farmer's market where we will have a booth and we'll sell the hammocks. I actually prefer to use the term hanging art seats. It's a great way to teach entrepreneurship.
I'll sit outside with my children and we'll close our eyes and listen to the bird calls and choose the ones that most clearly mimic our heart songs. I'm a total whippoorwill. And in the evenings, we'll sit around the fireplace and read Shakespeare aloud to each other. The heat will be stifling, but it really adds to the ambiance. How do I want to spend my summer? Inside, windows drawn, blackout shades. No one comes in, no one goes out. Summer.
Not only have they had swimming lessons, they've also had deep sea diving lessons. Anytime they're near a body of water, they're wearing an oxygen tank. Often we hear about droughts in the summer. So I filled our swimming pool out back with all drinking water. So not only will we swim in that this summer, if it comes down to it, we can just take a straw out there and suck her down. Thinking ahead.
What we gotta do this summer, you guys, you ready? RVs! Why have one summer when we can have 10? We get in the RV, man, we load up on snacks, and we just go. We can stop at like national parks. We can stop at amusement parks. We can stop at just regular parks.
It's no different than any other time of year. I just put my kids at the camp at school and see them at the end of the day. Got a lot of work to do. I don't have time for kids. I got a business to run. I got a world to conquer. Together we rise. Or something.
I just want to make sure everybody gets along. You know, there's a lot of togetherness in the summertime, so the kids can get a little, kind of makes me die inside when they do that. You know, we're just going to go with the flow. We'll kind of see what the kids are up for. Maybe some activities, maybe not. Although my husband's probably going to want to go kayaking in the Adirondacks again. He's such a freaking 7.
Welcome to my happy place. Been working on my condo fold. I know I can be better. Is that right? I don't think it's supposed to stick out like this. I gotta start over. Still sticking out. So my favorite part of laundry is the sorting. Each section of my sectionals labeled. I've got my hot whites here. I've got my lukewarm whites, cold whites, and my delicate whites, which still working with my kids on respecting the separation. Dark hots go here, delicates go here. And again, this is not a dark delicate, this is a dark warm. A lot of people don't know what all those symbols mean. And why do you even own clothes and try to wash them if you don't know what that means? Cold water, no bleach, tumble dry low, no iron, keep away from fire. Turn garment inside out. Okay, somebody didn't do that. So each item of clothing comes with its own set of rules, which makes things super easy and helpful.
The only thing better than whipping up a lasagna is a good fluff and fold, am I right? So my husband, God love him, tried to send me out of the house for a pedicure and some self-care today. And I was like, folding my family's underwear is all the self-care I need, thank you very much. You know, I wash it and I dry it and of course then I fold it, but I started to feel to myself like I could do more. And so I decided to start putting tiny motivational notes inside each individual garment. Hey Jeff, good job being you. You got this. You're so cute. This one did give my husband a paper cut on his nipple once, but I think he was still very encouraged by it overall. Don't stop liking me, please, please, please. How did that get in there? Strange.
Got my podcast, I got my favorite YouTuber up, and I'm folding my laundry. Better busy than bored. It's my life motto. The more things I do, the more things I get done. You know, the problem with laundry that kind of frustrates me is that you're never really truly ever done. And being done with something and really accomplishing a task is one of my things. As soon as I'm done with the laundry, there's going to be more laundry. I will never ever be done. I really wanted these custom shelves that fit perfectly into my space. And, you know, I posted that one on Instagram and it did really, really well. But you know what? On Pinterest, man, it's killing it. I did a Pinterest post and linked back to my blog, and everyone wants to know about how you get these custom shelves put in your laundry, man. One of my favorite home organizer YouTubers was able to get her laundry done for her family of 5 in 6 hours and 2 minutes. I'm currently at 4 hours and 37 minutes, and I'm gonna get her. It's never been a competition I didn't like.
No, I don't counter fault anymore. No. I used to, but then everyone started doing it and it became so just mainstream in the zeitgeist, and I stopped feeling really special about it, so I moved on. I've actually very recently created my own folding method, folding my clothing into the shape of a pentagon. I'll have it in just 1 second here to show you. It's very simple once you get the hang of it. And there you have it. It is beautiful and impractical. So I love it. Okay, so I don't mean to be dramatic, but I would rather die than wash my clothing with Tide. My laundry detergent needs to transport me somewhere. It needs to take me on a journey to a tiny village nested in the Swiss Alps. And I, the humble peasant girl, make her way to the creek, the bushel full of laundry in my arms. Will Klaus ever come back from the war? I don't mind laundry, actually. The glorious solitude that can be found in the folding process, the relaxing hum of the dryer. Well, the very earliest civilizations, of course, kept their clothing and other garments clean by pounding them against rocks and streams. And as everybody knows, the first real technological advancements in the field of laundry came to us from the Roman culture in the form of rudimentary soap. Now, I suppose the next technological burst would have been the washboard of the pioneer days. And it wasn't until the Industrial Revolution, as everybody knows, that James King and Hamilton Smith created the first recognized washing machine. But those would be handheld for many, many years to come, as everybody knows. Oh no, I don't use dryer sheets, no. I'm aware, of course, as everybody is, I'm sure, that static electricity can be as high as 12,000 volts in a single dryer cycle. But they're full of ethanol and benzyl alcohol. No, absolutely not. My husband says that I have investigated the laundry process to death and have reduced it to a joyless science. And I looked at him and I said, thank you, that means a lot.
Laundry is something I do every week on Sundays. My family knows that by Sunday evening they'll have fresh laundry. I have my regular pods, my extra strength pods, special wash for athletic wear, regular bleach, and my bleach gel stain remover. I'm prepared for anything. There's never been a moment that I haven't had exactly what I needed to get an item clean. I know every way to get out every stain. Grass to get dirt stains out, believe it or not. Vodka to get out certain wines. There's not a stain that I haven't met that I haven't been able to get rid of. Just working on my laundry, and you know, there's not much this week because I forgot I lent a bunch of clothes to my friend Sheila. She needed it for a work trip she was going on, and I just gave her all of them. It's okay, I'll just rewear this all week. I have not missed doing laundry on a Sunday in I don't think I've ever missed doing laundry on a Sunday. My family depends on me to have fresh clothes every Monday, and I've never let them down ever.
Oh, what can I say about laundry? It's the worst in the world. It's the boringest chore, dating all the way back to the Earl of Chores from century of blah-de-blah, in the town of Boringville. Out of all the chores, it is by far the most menial, repetitive, just dreadful, soul-crushing. So I've taken it upon myself, obviously, to, try to mix it up, make it a little more fun. Laundry Jenga! So this one I like to call laundry ball. Got it! It would be easier to just fold the laundry, right? Nah.
Respond to this email real quick while I'm folding. Once again, I kind of forgot about laundry. I got started at about 8 o'clock last night, and it's not physically possible for me to stop until the entire thing is done. 5 a.m. Still going strong. I realized I would be setting my kids up better for success with general life skills if I had them do their own laundry and fold it, but that would require me relinquishing control to them. They'll never learn how to do it, but oh well.
So my husband absolutely hates static. He has very sensitive skin, but I don't like to use dryer sheets on baby's clothes because, toxins and stuff. So we started talking about it and I could just sense conflict coming on and I was like, hold on! Instead of doing 3 reasonable size loads of darks, lights, and delicates, why don't I do 15 micro loads? You want a delicate, medium colored load with organic detergent and a half a squeeze of lemons and baking soda, hold the dryer sheets? You got it! I'm the barista of the laundry room. So while I'm not committed to a particular folding method, I am committed to the preferences of the people that I'm folding for. My husband likes a marine roll, my son likes a nice quarter fold, and my daughter likes a condo fold. It takes much, 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 much longer. But that is fine. How do I like my laundry done?
For Mother's Day, my kids hired a cleaner to come clean my house. I just have a little bit of work before she gets here.
I was hoping to make my own Mother's Day cookies, so this was fun that it wasn't done. And the grocery run I got to do for the ingredients was also a real treat. So thank you for that.
This Mother's Day, I'm going with a bohemian vibe. My daughter and I will be in matching flower crowns. We have our brunch sponsored by the Ivy. Their walls are photo goals.
Babe, just keep it simple. All I want is a tempered glass water bottle with a pink silicone sleeve with a delicate floral print. It doesn't keep the water cold, but it really matches my fitness gear color story. What do I want for Mother's Day? Oh, you're looking at it. Yeah, I don't want to move. I'm going to stay here.
That restaurant sounds great for Mother's Day, but just in case, I have made 2 backup reservations, just in case the first restaurant burns down, or there's a case of food poisoning, or a news crew is outside and we're not sure why, or...
So I don't want to crush any Mother's Day plans that you guys probably have in the works, because I know you guys blew this thing up, okay? But when I woke up this morning, right, I was like, man, this is it. This is all we get. We get one time around the sun. Let's get the old ladder. Let's crank her out, man. It's been a minute, Let's get up on the roof and let's shout Happy Mother's Day over all the strong females in the greater area. Are you still here?
Oh, Mother's Day. Yeah. Well, I've planned it all out. I have the schedule. It's we're going to wake up at 7, and then the kids will make me breakfast in bed or whatever. And then
What I really want for Mother's Day is a pair of AirPods. And I don't want to be bossy or demanding, so I've just been leaving little trail of crumbs around, hoping my husband will pick up on it. I put apple slices in his lunch every day. I've been making him a lot of apple frittatas.
or maybe there is a bus that loses its brakes and comes careening down the hill and crashes straight into that restaurant.
This was a lovely breakfast you guys made me, by the way. Mother's Day popcorn, wow. Great. No, it was good. It was very filling. Hey, well, I'll be right back and I'll whip up some frittatas for everyone, okay? Okay.
And my husband and son will be in matching macrame vests that I made myself. And if you want to follow along, you just watch my IGTV feed.
Oh, no, I don't care where you go. Go to the zoo, go to the mall, go to the Grand Canyon. Just not here,
Well, there's an Amazon wish list with everything that I need or want there for your convenience.
And then last night, since Mother's Day is getting really close, I just taped a picture of AirPods to my forehead, and I hoped he would see it when he woke up. But he'll probably get me tickets to a show. He's such a freaking 7.
Or there's an earthquake.
I don't care what you get me, honestly. The gift is that you gifted the gift.
We'll have to get to bed early because it's a school night, and we have work and school the next day. So that's Mother's Day. Okay, great.
Mother's Day.
If my children are home with me this coming school year, I fear for their future because they will be taught by a completely inadequate, unqualified human being. That's why I send them to school, because there's people there that like things like art and music, easy math, history and reading, and they know all those things, and they're very intelligent and very bright, very incredible human beings. They're called teachers. They choose to be around little children and enlarge their minds and open up their brains to new experiences, and I cannot match that. They are here and I am here. The gap in the knowledge between a teacher at my children's school and me, their mother, is like as far as the east is from the west.
I say, bring it on. The schools might be closed, but this house is open for business. You guys, I think it's so great my kids are going to be learning from home. Do you know how many snack breaks they're going to need? I'm in heaven. I have been dying for an excuse to babysit the neighbor's kids for some time now, so this works out very nicely. I told my neighbor, Holly, you bring those kids by anytime. Open door. Don't call ahead. Boundaries are for weak people. Is there anything better than helping someone out? Just swooping in and being a hero and indebting them to you in perpetuity. I hope the schools never open. Then they'll need me forever.
Having my kids home with me puts a serious crimp in my style. I'm trying to run my 4 businesses, plus a side hustle or 2, and homeschooling. It's a challenge. However, I did do it successfully in the spring. We had a streak of 9 days straight that I homeschooled. It's not my first choice, but I will not tell anyone that, and everyone will think that I love it, and I will win. I don't know what the prize is, and I don't know who I'm racing, but I will win. I will be the best at it, and I will win. So therefore, I have a new online course, how to stagger your days so that your children get educated and you also get to run your businesses. Because nobody can do it better than I can, even though teachers can do it much better.
Goodness, are the schools opening late? I hadn't heard anything about it. I really try very hard to stay off the news feeds. Also, I was already homeschooling before everybody else started doing it, so I'm still really unique. I just adore homeschooling. I am
intoxicated by my children's curiosity and creativity and by the complete and total lack of structure. Structure just makes me super duper itchy. Sorry, I think I just need a little thieves spray. Did I mention I sell for Young Living oils? I start every school day in the same way. First, I rub just a drop of anointing essential oil on each of the children's heads, and we set an intention for the day. Then we all drink a thimbleful of kombucha, and when we're done with that, we stand outside and we feel the wind in our faces for about 45 minutes, and we describe how it makes us feel. I've always created my own curriculum from scratch. I just find these box curriculums with their math and geography to be just so confining. I mean, where's the theater? Where's the molding clay? If you cannot produce molding clay, then we have nothing to say to each other, sir. I spoiled myself and I went on a little bit of a research bender. I have slept about 2 hours a night for the last 10 nights, but I think I have found an educational philosophy that will sustain the tone and tenor of our classroom for the next 8 to 10 weeks. I studied over 30 educational philosophies during that time just to simply compare and contrast them, including Charlotte Mason, the classical approach, the Montessori method, Waldorf, unschooling, road schooling, world schooling, traditional schooling, eclectic schooling. I'll tell you which method I think is best, but it would take a long time to explain, so I think I'll just keep that information to myself. I will say this though, 1 word, 4 letters. STEM. It's going to be lit. I also watched about 100 hours on YouTube of day-in-the-life homeschool videos. I was just hoping that if I watched internet strangers homeschool for long enough that I would work up the courage to do it myself. I mean, eventually I have to feel ready, right? Right?
No, I do not yet know what's going to happen with my kids' schooling this fall. I do know that it will be one of the 27 contingency plans I have worked out here. Plan A, go to school. Plan B, homeschool. Plan C, go back to school and within a week be sent home because someone tests positive for COVID. Plan E, go to school Monday, Wednesday, Friday, homeschool Tuesday, Thursday. Plan F, homeschool in the mornings, go to school in the afternoons. Plan H, Plan I, Plan K, Plan L, Plan M. Ooh, Plan N, it's a good one. Plan O, Plan D, Plan G, Plan R. Ooh, Plan S is not my favorite. Hope it doesn't come to that. Plan D, Plan U, Plan D. Plan W, move to Sweden. So it's going to be one of these. I've got our passports, if one of them requires moving out of the country. I have 4 different tutors on hold. I have school uniforms pressed and ready to go. But it doesn't really matter what happens because no matter what happens, I have a plan.
Here's where we're at. Here's what we know. Let's break it down. School's opening late. That's the reality, my mans. Oh, wait. What's that? Bowl of lemons? You want me to squeeze you into lemonade? Feel the squeeze, baby. This is going to be rad. You might be tempted to hear in this moment that you have to rearrange your whole life for the next 8 to 10 weeks to accommodate virtual learning. You know what I hear? We can school in pajamas. We can school with pancakes. We can school in costume. Dance breaks, pizza breaks, twister breaks, puzzle breaks. Doing 3rd grade again sounds like a friggin' ball, man. Let's rock some subject-verb agreement. But this isn't going to be like forever though, right? Like I'm not like locked into this long term, am I? Am I?
Of course I want my kids to be back in school. Of course I want my kids to be safe and healthy. I want both of these things. What I don't want is indecision. I don't know if I'm hiring a nanny, if I have to quit my job. I don't know if I have to order child-sized hazmat suits. I don't know what's happening, and school starts in about a month, or it's supposed to. So if the school district could stop being an Enneagram 9 and make a decision already, that would be fan-friggin-tastic. If I have to fill out one more survey, I'm gonna lose it. And that is a big comment coming from me, because I have never turned down an opportunity to share my opinion. I don't care what they did in Europe. I don't care what they did on the other coast. I just want a decision for my district. One district in the entire state and in the entire country. One. I just want to know what this one district is going to do.
This is fine. This is fine. This is going to be just so very fine. I understand the perspective of the school districts, of course. And I fully understand the perspective of the parents. I understand. Just blanket understanding. Blanket. Schooling from home is going to be a lot of together time, which is fine and wonderful. We're instituting what I call 10 to Zen. Every hour, we all just kind of float away from each other for 10 minutes, refill the peace tank. I think homeschool would flow a lot more easily if my husband didn't insist on showing up in Revolutionary War costumes and reenacting parts of the musical Hamilton to try to contribute to our children's history lesson, thereby interrupting my curriculum and my time and the lesson plan that I actually worked really hard on. He is such a freaking 7. It's fine.
You know what? I could really use this to organize all of our books. I wonder if it's for sale. Excuse me, is this for sale? This stand here, is this for sale? Fun blocks, doubles as a chair, and everything fits so neatly and organized. This is perfect.
Oh, look at this. Laundry detergent and fabric conditioner. I mean, what family doesn't want the holiday gift of fresh laundry? Bonus, I get to fold it all. These are fun, a little labor intensive. The children will lose interest after about 4 minutes, but I get to finish it by myself, so that'll be neat. Holidays!
This lip balm kit, my daughter could make this and sell it at the kids' entrepreneurial fair. Totally worthy of a photo shoot. How cute! If this is not the trendiest gift on the block, stuffed avocado toast, yes, please.
Oh, I know it's not a toy, but just imagine all the hours they'll spend watching the light being refracted through these prisms. You know, I don't think you can start too early teaching them about the Cuban embargo.
They could really enjoy watching these. However, they might become infatuated with the jellyfish and then want to hold a real one, so nope. This is the narwhal, the unicorn of the sea. Obviously, this is also a no. Meeting my deductible on my ear. Magical sound, lights, deceptive. No.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. TLC. Oh, yes. Think I'm gonna get some darts? Maybe some backyard games? It's pogo time.
This guy.
Why would I spend $15 on something I don't know what it is? This is a can of surprises. Why would I spend money on this? Of course, this is exactly what my daughter wants. But why would I spend money on it? This is a keyboard for on the go. I've been wanting to get my kids to help me with my email catch up, so I think this will be a great stocking stuffer for them.
I like this one. I like games where people don't get hurt, physically or emotionally.